Now it's time to implement the post endpoint. I'm gonna say that post slash API slash products. When user will send request to this API endpoint with the product, with the product object, then we have to create a new record. So I'm gonna use the post. That's why I'm gonna use the post API slash product, and it is going to take the request handler. Let me write the pseudocode. What we're gonna build. First of all, create a new product, and then what we have to do, push or add new product to our array, or you can say that add a new product to our list. And finally, we need to send the newly created product in response. Or you also have to validate the object parameters. Let's say there are two properties. I don't need to provide the ID. I can get the ID incremented automatically. But for we must need to validate the name property. So I have to validate the name property. Let's start implementing it. It should be API slash products. First of all, we need to validate the name property. Name should be string. Let's say if there is no name property in the body, you can access the object in the post request by using the request.body. If there is no name property, then you can send the error back, response.status. I'm gonna say 400 is used for batch request error. I send error, name is required field, or you can do in this way, name is required field. Let's say if everything is good, return res.send product created, something like that. I would like to first test this request body line. So we have to send the post request. Now I'm going to show you how can you send the post request. You don't need to provide the ID here. You have to select the post HTTP verb. You got to select the body, select the raw, and then we have to find the JSON. Here you can provide the JSON object. We gotta provide name property. I'm gonna say that name should be something like that. Product name, you can choose anything here. I'm gonna choose T. First of all, I don't want to provide the name here. We would like to test this endpoint. Cannot read property name. You can get the error. You can see that with 400 status code where is a 500 internal error. Yep, because there is no body here. If you try to log the body, request.body, you will not find the name property. Let's say I'm sending the name here. Product created, I got the result, but it's undefined. There is nothing inside the body here. While I am sending the name property, but I didn't get the name. For that, you have to add a middleware. Add JSON body parser middleware. I'll talk more about the middleware concept in the later videos, but for that, middleware works in this way. When request comes, if you will add a middleware works. After the middleware, then it will proceed to the response side. So how can I add the middleware? I'm gonna use, there is a express.json middleware. If you want to register a middleware, you gotta use the app.use method. express.json will return a function. It's a body parser function. Now I'm gonna log the request. You can see that now I got the name property. Here you can see the name property. We have the name property here. So now our validation will work. Let's say I am not going to provide the name property. I'm not gonna do that. You can get the error 400 bad request and name is required field. Validation works very well. Let's create a new product. I'm gonna copy the length of our products array. Products.length +1. Name should be request.body.name. Now we need to push array, push the product into our list or our array. There is a push method here, products.push product, and then we have to send the product in the response. You can use status code 400 or 200, sorry, 200. Let's add a new product. I'm gonna choose mouse. Let's try to fetch all the products. Now we have 3 products. You can see that. In this way, post endpoint works. If you would like to delete the pseudocode, you can do that, but I'm gonna keep it for you.